Day 4, 7:49 a.m. With most of the housemates already awake, it is lights up in the bedroom.
Mula Orsha. Oh.
This is Big Brother. Will all housemates competing in the task come to the living room? Not only is today the last day of the shopping task, it is also the last day our two housemates, Kristen and Kate, will be sitting out of the task. For everyone else, Big Brother has planned a very special task for today. And the people that collected the most amount of eggs so far will be the ones participating. Alex, Emmanuel, Kaylee, Haven, and Tyson. You have collected the most amount of eggs out of your fellow housemates. 3 of you are from the Green Hens team, while 2 of you are from the Red Cocks team. Now, the Red Cocks are at a small disadvantage in today's task, but they still might be able to pull it off inside the incubator. All 5 of you will head up to the task room upstairs, which is now unlocked, and begin today's task. Hello, housemates, and welcome to the incubator. Please go ahead and sit on the eggs in front of you. Now, as mentioned before, the red team is at a small disadvantage due to them not having 3 housemates with eggs. But the rules for today's task are pretty simple. Sit on your eggs for as long as you can. The door is locked, so you really have no need to go anywhere, and there is a bathroom inside the incubator. However, the housemate that is able to sit on their egg the longest will not only win a special advantage in the next shopping task, but will win extra points for their team in this week's shopping task. So, get ready and let the games begin. (9:01 a.m.) Now, today is the last day that our housemates can spend time with their chickens. The chickens will not be here for the whole series. They are just here for this week's shopping task. And later on in the day, we will be saying goodbye to all of them. However, the chickens look like over the past few days, they have actually bonded pretty well with most of the housemates. It started off kind of slow, and it still is here and there. But as you can see, Emma isn't really doing too well, but Jessie is actually bonding. And Lillian is constantly gaining her team points by repairing that fridge. However, upstairs in the incubator, the red team isn't doing too hot, as both Alex and Emmanuel stand up and get off their eggs in order to kiss each other on the cheeks and start talking to each other. Could they have just talked to each other while sitting down? Yes. But instead, they had to stand up, which means both Alex and Emmanuel are out of the competition. And that means the red team is also out of today's mission. The 2 of you are now able to leave the room. Now, are Haven, Kaylee, and Tyson talking? Yeah. But are they smart enough to not get off the eggs in order to talk? Yeah. So therefore, the green team is still in today's mission. (12:52 p.m.) Haven, Kaylee, and Tyson are still in the incubator after almost 5 hours. Now, the green team, since they're the only team that are left, have automatically won the mission. So they're all just fighting for that individual prize. And Tyson has decided that he is over it. And he is the first one from the green team out of the task. Now it is just down to Kaylee and Haven. And this is where things start to get pretty intense because neither of them want to be there anymore. Their team has already won advantage when it comes to this week's task. And, next week's task is something totally different. So I feel like having an advantage to that task doesn't really seem, as of right now, to be that important. And so both of them are pretty bored, and Haven decides to actually show Kaylee a fun bottle trick that she's learned. And of course, while doing so, she has gotten off of her egg, and even though it was pretty cool, it was kind of slay, she is still out of the competition and has lost, which does mean Kaylee has won a special, why did I say it like that? A special advantage in next week's shopping task. And I do love this little moment here where Kaylee comes downstairs after winning, sees the laundry scattered everywhere, and first she picks it up, and then she kind of glitches out. She says, F this, throws it back down, and is like mad about it. I don't know, I just thought that was fun. She went to go pick it up and was like, you know what, who did this? Haven, on the other hand, just goes straight to the bedroom and goes to sleep, which, respect, I would too. And everyone around the house is feeling a bit sleepy right now. It's a bit rainy, of course, as it is the UK. We are in Windenburg, actually. But we see that Kristen is napping in the pool. And meanwhile, even though we see Sophia is like hiding in that little hallway, most of our house guests are actually in the back with the chickens, trying to get as close to them as possible before time runs out.
Listen. Oh, yes.
And so, Peppa.
One thing is for sure is that cleanliness has not been done well for either team. Looking around, it looks insane. There's just so many piles of food. People are mopping the dirt. It's just pretty insane. But I think the red team is surprisingly doing better on that part.
Dirt now.
5:16 p.m. The task is officially over, and the housemates will find out the results later on in the day. But for now, everyone has immediately stripped off their uniforms and are now casually in their underwear in the rain. And over on the green team, right as the bell rang, a new chick was born. How sweet. Now, in the garden, we see that Kaylee, even though she's fresh off a win, she's straight back into doing laundry. And, doing laundry by hand in the rain, I'm not exactly sure if that's more effective or less effective. I don't really know, but it does look a bit tiring. Meanwhile, most of our housemates are in the living room. We can see Alex and Addison having a conversation. It looks like Sophia, looking sexy in her lingerie, is trying to threaten any of the housemates to a game of foosball. And it looks like Kate is a bit annoyed in the dining room.
Pelnoy.
Shalbo Barliams. Shima Bidge. Viru Panavi.
Wetzel? Oh, a Narg Wetzel.
Emmanuel has accepted the offer of Sophia's bet, and both of them are challenging one another to a game of foosball.
Oh! Oh! Woo!
From Labarani Bayum. No. Hazar Pow.
However, Tyson comes over and it's just so awkward. Like, the game completely comes to a halt and everyone's just looking at him and they look so angry and he's just like staring at both of them. Like, I don't know what exactly is going on here, but they both just try to ignore him. And also, I just had to show this close up of the game, just the game, not anyone's hair or anything, just a close-up of that. Also, in the garden, Nico has decided that the rain is a perfect opportunity to strip down and shower outside. And also, he inspires Kristen to do the same.
Ah.
8:31 p.m. Big Brother has gathered the housemates once again in the living room for the results of the Bring Back the Chickens shopping task. Now, if we actually look at the points both teams have gathered, the green team has gathered 1,141 points, while the red team has gathered 1,423 points. However, if we also include the amount of eggs people have gotten, chicks teams have gotten, the incubator task from today, all accumulated together, that surprisingly results in the green team winning the task. Therefore, Sophia, Pete, Tyson, Jace, Kaylee, Jesse, Haven, and Ashton, all of you will now have access to the storage room. While everyone on the red team, including Lillian, Tice, Emmanuel, Alex, Nico, Addison, and Kate, all of you will not have access to the storage room. Now, because Addison was on the losing team, that does mean that Kristen has also lost this week's task. And even though Kate was disqualified, she is still on the losing team and either way would have lost. The chickens have been released, the task area is now closed, and housemates are free to leave the living room. And of course, like always, I want to know what you thought of this week's shopping task. Let me know down below what you thought of the chickens, what you thought of the result, what you thought of the incubator, all that kind of stuff I'm really interested in. And now remember, the winning team will get a good advantage when it comes to next week's shopping task, as that one gets pretty crazy. Now, as we look at the housemates, a lot of them are on their way back to bed after a long and tiring day. (10:58 p.m.) As per usual, the late night crew is up once again. Tyson sleeps on the blue couch, while Alex, Kaylee, Tice, and Pete talk on the other. In the kitchen, we see that Ashton is playing a few pranks on Lillian. However, it's not going over too well.
What's up, Jim?
While Kaylee glitches around the living room, our twins outside are not only working out mentally, but physically as well, as Addison is doing a workout while Kristen is playing chess. I'm pretty surprised at how little they actually hang out in the house. It's such a huge advantage to have someone you know and care about already in there. But the fact that their relationship is already so low and they're really busy hanging out with others, I just find pretty interesting and really, makes you understand their difficult relationship. And while Tice and Nico continue their bed battle in the bedroom, our housemates are off to bed for the day. And that concludes the first week of Big Brother UK Season 2. What do you guys think so far? I know it's pretty different for a lot of you. I know most people are more familiar with the US version, but I hope you guys are liking this one so far. And this is the only week without an eviction. We have 1 week down, 9 to go. And next week we have a lot in store, including a brand new shopping task. On Monday we have our first round of nominations where you find out who is going to be nominated for eviction and who you are going to vote for to be leaving next Friday as the first person to be kicked out of the house. I can't wait for next week's exciting events. I hope you liked the first week of the show. Let me know all your thoughts down below. Bye.